Hi, I'm not early like I thought I was going to be, but it's been a fun day and I can't wait to tell you about it. That's how it is every day, isn't it? I always have so much that went on, and you have to hear it to believe it because otherwise you wouldn't even believe it's true. That's how nuts my life is. Today was a day like I told you. I got confused, I think, on my YouTube yesterday and said I was reporting on my baby stuff today, but I'm not. Hi, Joanna. I'm so glad to see you. Yay, I'm glad you're here. So, yesterday I said that I was doing my pregnancy update today because I was thinking it was Monday for some reason. Totally wrong. I do that on Mondays, not on Fridays. Um, but today was Friday, and today was the day that the life coaches came from the Dr.Phil show. So, if you don't know me, my name is Michelle Taylor. I'm a mom of 12 amazing kids. I have number 13 on the way. And we are really excited. Although number 13 was a surprise because it's been 6 years since we had infertility for 6 years. And now all of a sudden I can have another baby out of the blue. We were surprised. But hey, we're glad. Welcome all these little spirits that come to our lives. So, this morning we were all ready for the life coaches to get here about 9 or so, and they were, oh, good. Kat's videos have been good the last couple of days too. They're always good, but I've just been watching them more the last couple of days since she goes live all the time now. But the life coaches showed up at our house around 9:30 or 10 or so today, and we had a great meeting with them. They were here until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a little after 2. And it was fabulous. We actually had a really good visit. We talked about homeschooling and the benefits, pros and cons of it. We talked about what we liked about the show, what we didn't like about the show. We talked about the problems my husband and I have with communicating. We talked about finances. We talked about issues that we have when he's gone too much and when he's here enough. And it was just really great to talk with them and have them hear from our point of view what's going on. And they got to meet our kids, and they had nothing but sweet things to say. They couldn't believe how well behaved our kids were the whole time they were here. The kids didn't fight not once. They didn't argue, nothing. They were just shocked about that. They said they could really tell that we love each other and that we have a really strong family unit. They just said so many positive things that it was just so helpful. They talked about, when my husband got home, they did this little thing where the two of us sat down. We were sitting there the whole time. And they were just saying, so show us, for example, because an issue came up we were talking about, that a lot of times he'll go to work or sign up to work and not even tell me. Like, for instance, the other day, he told me, hey, let's go for a date tonight. Well, first I'll go to Costco, get some water, and I'll give you a good foot massage, and then maybe we can go on a date tonight. And I was like, awesome. And then he got off of work, and instead of doing that stuff, he took my son to the hobby store, which is fine, except for that he'd picked him up at somebody's house he wasn't supposed to be at. And then he went and picked up some soup for me, like I told you. And then he came home, and just as I'm dishing up my soup, he gets a call from the fire station that they need him to come into work. And I was like, I was mad because here I was thinking we were on a date, so we were going to spend some time together. It'd been a few days. I mean, Christmas was rough, and here he was taken off. And then the next thing I know, he signed up to work the next day and was gone the whole next day. And that's one of the points that the Dr. Phil show had brought up, is that, are you trying to escape or kind of run away from responsibility? And he had to say, yeah, that was true, that sometimes he just can't keep up with what goes on here. So it's easier for him to just go make money than it is to spend time at home, which is hard on the family and it's hard on the kids. And so then he started talking about how he wanted to go to work Saturday because he really wanted to go make the money to pay for the bills that are coming up. And at the same time, that's our family fun day. And so what should he do? And I was just frustrated with him because I was like, well, you can't just sign up and not say anything to me. We've got to communicate. That's what they were talking about. So resolve this conflict right now. Just take a couple minutes and see if you can resolve this conflict. So then I shared my side where I just said, look, you want to work, I get that, because that's what he said, And I said, well, I understand that you want to work, but at the same time, the kids need time with you. And I need time with you. We need to do fun things as a family. We need to stay together and try to build our relationship all the time still. And he said, well, I really want to go with you guys on Saturday, but it would be a great opportunity to do overtime too. And I said, well then, because you're here today, why, nobody says we have to do Family Fun Day on Saturday. You know, it doesn't have to be in Saturday. You can switch the daily plan any day of the week that you need to make it work for your family. And yeah, we're not going to be able to go on a date Friday night because we're switching it for Family Fun Day, but at least the kids got some time with him. So I said, how about we just do our Family Fun Day today, and then when we get home, if we still have energy, we can go out together. But of course we don't. And he was just like, wow, I didn't even think of that. And I was like, it's okay if we swap the day around. We just have to do something together. So we did. And they were just like, see, you took care of that problem in 2 or 3 minutes. I said, yeah, but the problem is a lot of times he doesn't just sit here and talk. So he can, you know, communicate. And communicate is such a huge deal in our relationship because we are not really good at just sitting down. Thanks, Joanna. She says it's a great idea. And we probably could come up with a lot of great ideas if we just sit there and talk to each other and communicate for 5 seconds. But a lot of times he's just too busy or on the go or doesn't want to deal with it. The same with the finances, you know. I'll make a plan and we have the whole thing laid out. And we do our 4 walls like Dave Ramsey says. And we'll do our, you know, then we'll pay our big bills or extra bills after we've taken care of the 4 walls and the necessary things. And a lot of times he'll just say, okay, I got paid today, and so I paid this person, this person, this person, this person. And I'm like, wait, why did you commit that money? We already had it planned to go on this. You could have done that for next week, but not this week. And we just get in a fight kind of over it because we're not on the same page, basically. That's what it boils down to. So they were talking about, we really need you guys to get on a plan because most of your fights are over finances. And if you could just work that out and have it systematic, there won't be any more fights and then you'll just get along great. We're like, okay, that sounds good. So that's kind of what we're working with now. But then after we talked to them, they talked to the kids for a little bit by themselves while I did other stuff. And then they had to go, and they were so glad to meet us. They were really kind, and I just really appreciated them. And then a few minutes later, we decided, okay, well, it's early still. Well, let's go right now while the traffic's good. And so we went and did our Family Fun Day, and we took the kids to Sequest, and we had a blast at Sequest. It was just so fun with the kids. I didn't realize this, but my husband had never been to Sequest. So here he got to go for the first time with us. He's usually at work when we would go. And so he got to go today, and that was really awesome, just having him there. He just thought it was so cool. It's such a great place to go when you're in Vegas. So that was really awesome. Afterwards, the kids were all hungry, of course. We could have come home and cooked something, but we just wanted to do something cheap. So we just took them to Burger King and let them play inside the little play area for a little bit. And then we needed to stop at Costco to get my waters because I was running out. And then we had to get just a couple of real easy odds and ends, like toilet paper and wipes and things like that. So we hurried and ran over to Costco and let the kids all get an ice cream there because it's fun and it's cheap as heck. So we took them to that, and we just got home a little bit ago, and I wanted to check in with you and tell you what a great day it was. Here I was so worried that it was such a great day. I was so worried about them coming. I didn't know how it was going to be, but they said nothing but good things, and they love that we're homeschooling. They love our program. They really are just into what we're doing. So I was really excited because they'll report that to the head guy, Mike, and Mike will report it to Dr. Phil, and then they won't be so crappy to us. It'll be really awesome. The other thing I was going to tell you about is yesterday evening, it was really weird, I got a call from, did I tell you about this yesterday? I don't remember. But I got a call from the doctor's office that remember I told you the other day, I got some blood work done there where they were monitoring the baby's heart. I could probably link that video below if you haven't seen it. But they took my blood, they did the hemoglobin, because they said that my other doctor had taken a lot of blood tests, but he didn't do the hemoglobin test and one others. He probably won't, because he did it all for ratings. But with the hemoglobin test, they found out my iron was really low, and I'm way anemic, and that I needed, and I'm like, well, duh, I have really low in energy all the time. Would that be why? And he said you need to get like 328 milligrams of it a day. And I was like, what? So I wrote it, kind of put it down. And then yesterday I made my pill box. It has the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I have the AM and PM side. So I can divide up my vitamins because I have to take so many. And I added my iron to it. And it's funny because I have one bottle that has like 24, 26, maybe 28 milligrams of of iron. And then the other one is 56 milligrams of it. So I had to put a couple of those in both, 2 in each, so that I can even get close to the 328 milligrams that I need to take. And it was kind of crazy because lo and behold, I woke up this morning and I had energy, and I wasn't lagging in bed. I wasn't just staying in bed feeling like I needed to wait another hour before I got up. So I was so excited that I got going with no problem and no drawback and everything. So I hurried, made my bed, did my routine, got the kids through their routine, made sure the downstairs looked good, lit the candles, because they say your house doesn't look near as messy if it smells good. So always burn candles if you have company coming over, because then it smells better. And so far it's worked. I mean, the house is pretty well picked up, but just looks even more homey and smells better if you got that candle burning. And I have those wonderful Salt City candles that smell like, they're called Welcome Home or Christmas time. They smell so good. So I was really happy to do that. Then took my vitamins today. And then I just got home and took my vitamins again. So I was happy to tell you guys that. Then I'm back on taking my vitamins because I was kind of bummed. After we filmed the show, I was so down in the dumps from it. I quit wearing my Apple Watch, which tracks my sleep and my steps. I quit taking my vitamins. I never refilled my pack. I quit going on my walks pretty much. I mean, I did a couple times, but not really. I just quit taking care of myself in that way, the extra health care that I needed. So I really was glad that just something clicked in me the last couple of days listening to Fly Lady Cat that really reminded me, just take care of myself. I'm a Patreon member. I pay $5 a month to hear what she has to say. She's just older and wiser. She's got such great tips, and she's so loving and kind, and it's just so helpful for me. And then it just, to me, reflects on everything that I need to happen and that I'm progressing. And they just said nothing but nice things. And for me, that was really helpful. Kind of like, I don't know if I told you, but I talked to the Doctors on Demand guy, and I told him, isn't she? Yeah, she's so wonderful. I talked to the Doctor on Demand guy, and I told him, I was really bummed from what happened on the show and with the negativity that was said that you can't even see on the taping, and then the positive things that were taken out so that they wouldn't show on television. I was really bummed about some of the messages I was reading that I probably had no business looking at on outside sources that were showing the show and clips and what people were saying. And then it was really getting me down. And I told the guy that I was doing that. It was kind of, I just wish I didn't let it affect me, and I wish I would just bounce back from it. And he said, well, wouldn't it be abnormal if you weren't getting down from bringing in all those negative messages? Wouldn't it be abnormal if he says, if you weren't sad and a little bit down, I think you were burying your feelings and sweeping it under the rug. And I was like, good point. So that just helped me be more kind to myself. We really do beat ourselves up. And that is something that the life coaches said, is that I really need to work on focusing more on the positive, because instead of focusing on the things I'm thankful for and the things that are so good in our lives, I just focus on what's wrong and want to fix that. And he said, you need to take time to make sure you're grateful and thankful for the things that are going well in your life, because you guys aren't doing near as bad as you think you are. And this is all fixable stuff. So I was really happy about that. So he just encouraged my husband and I to take more time communicating and setting boundaries for the kids and getting those things in line. And then they're going to follow up through email and phone calls. So we'll see how it goes. It was kind of cool. I know, right? It was, some horrible things that were said. I just had to quit looking at them because I'm like, they don't know me. They don't know anything about me. So I think it was all fantastic. And got to talk to my daughter today, and she's just talking about how good the baby's doing. I posted a couple pictures on my Got Kids page and on my Facebook pages, the Got Kids, Keep It Real, and I don't think I did mom support yet, but I did my Instagram Got Kids. And I got a message today from Instagram, on Instagram, from The Good and the Beautiful. I always comment on their stuff. And they saw one of our YouTube videos about The Good and the Beautiful, and they wanted to use it for their new website they're building. And I was like, heck yeah, you could use it. How fun. I'd love to do that because we're going to be doing I have already planned to kind of do an overview of the curriculum that we're using with them. And then a video of us actually doing school so people can see what it looks like. And so I'm kind of excited if they want to see that. So that would be awesome. I love all the good news stuff. I shun the bad, keep the good. We're in good business. So that was kind of how the day ran and the stuff that went on. And I was just so happy. It was such an easy day. It wasn't near as stressful as I thought it would be. And they even talked to the kids and had me go do something on my own. I just read for 30 minutes because it wasn't very long. But it just felt good to finally have that over with since I was so nervous about it. And to just be knowing that we're going to be moving forward and that we're so close to the end. So I was really excited about that. Do you guys have any questions about the day or anything with the baby or with anything I talked about? Because I did learn, which I've been thinking about lately, anyways, is I'm not real good at communicating things just because they're going on. I don't think about expressing them, and I don't think about sharing them just because I think maybe nobody cares or it's not important. And then other people are like, you should totally share that. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put those below. And I will answer them within 24 hours if I don't answer them right now. So be sure to like and subscribe to this video. And I will hopefully see you more and more often. I'm not as good as Fly Lady Cat. I don't think I can do it twice a day right now. Maybe sometime. Maybe when the baby's born, because I'll be just sitting there nursing a lot. But it works out. So tomorrow should be fun. It should be a very productive day since we're switching it for today. I mean, I just have to do car and purse tomorrow. That's easy. So it should be still pretty laid back, pretty easy day. I'm excited about that. So get some laundry. So tell me what you're doing tomorrow. You doing something fun? Oh, that's not fun. Johanna, be careful. I hate when I get little bumps like that. That's not cool. I hate when I'm putting on my mascara and I actually poke my eye with the wand or make a black dot up here and I have to find the Q-tip to get it off, or you go clear down here. It's just, you know, you've been doing makeup for how many years and then here all of a sudden you stick yourself in the eye. It's so crazy what we do. I can't wait to use my new curling irons. I'll have to show them to you. And I'll have to try them out so you can see how it looks. It's kind of, oh good, eye drops are wonderful. I always like to have those around. Did I clean out? I feel like I cleaned out something today. I told you I took down some Christmas, right? I did that yesterday and the day before. Took down just the family room Christmas stuff. But just like the tree, because it was dying. I told you that, right? That the Costco trees, I don't want to buy them anymore because they just die. We have to plant it to where we can cut down a tree after Thanksgiving that will last, actually. But we took that down, took all the lights off, and it's gone now. It's all good. So we'll have that taken care of too. It's just nice to see things getting done. That's the good news. Well, I guess I'll let you go. I don't see any more questions right now. Be sure to leave any questions or comments below. I hope you guys have a great evening. Hope you're getting a date night with your spouse tonight and that you're planning a family fun day tomorrow, or maybe flip-flopping the two so that you can enjoy your family more. So those daily plans and the weekly stuff. Oh, how'd you like it? Tell me, because we were thinking about seeing it. We weren't sure. Some of them we can see when they come out on Netflix or something. But the other ones, you know, who knows. So, tell me how you like that, Joanna. We were thinking about seeing the Aquaman or whatever. But I wasn't really wanting to see that tonight, so we're not going to. Plus, we have to watch like the 9 o'clock show, and he has to get up early for work. So it just seems like crazy. I mean, we pushed it really hard for me today. I think I barely have any swelling. Not too bad. I didn't even know that was out. I'll have to look and see. I love Casey and the Sunshine Band. Yeah, I got to listen to that stuff too. I might be a little young for it, but my parents listened to it, and I loved it. That's how I got to know Cher and Sonny and Cher and all those good ones. The Mamas and the Papas, Bread. Oh, I love all of them. They're just part of who I am. Listen to that old, that's probably why I kind of have an old soul, because I listen to the oldies and then the new stuff and the good stuff. You know, of course, I grew up in the 80s, but my parents were 60s and 70s, so I got to hear a lot of music selection. And, you know, then I had an uncle who was doing the in-between stuff. He was listening to Kiss mostly. And he was doing the Gene Simmons thing where they stick their tongue down and light it on fire with that stuff on their tongue. He was always doing that, and he'd do his makeup, and he looked like he'd do us, and like the other ones. And I'd always get the star on my eye. So it was just fun. Too many good times, too many good times. So I'll post those links to those other couple of videos below, hopefully the ones I'm talking about, not just the one, and then you can watch it. But tomorrow I'll talk to you about what I had to do then. And then on Sunday it should be easy, and Monday I will report on the baby, and then we'll get going, because next week I'm really excited. I think I already told you that. See, we're doing this so much I'm starting to forget which things I told you. But we're going to the to Utah to play in the snow, because that's where our dentist is, so we'll get some dental work done up there, and it'll be a lot more fun. So the kids are really excited. That'll be great. But anyways, I just hope that you have a really great weekend. I hope you have a good night. I hope that you get to renew your spirit, and that you find some time to cuddle with your hubby, and that you find some time to love on your kids and maybe play a game of checkers if you can't go anywhere. Just do something with them. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much for being here. It was good to see all of you. Take care. Have a lovely evening. We'll see you soon tomorrow. Okay? Bye.